Good morning to all traders and welcome to today's market insights video provided to you by Orbex. Stavros Disius here, head of investment research at Orbex. Today we're going to talk about FX majors. I want to quickly go and have a look on euro dollar, dollar yen, and also pound dollar. It seems that the Fed unleashed an unlimited treasury purchase plan, and they're probably going to go for the purchasing of new assets as well, like they will restructure some securities as well from student loans and other things. So we're talking about more than economy now. However, the Senate, the government pretty much has actually blocked the 2 trillion stimulus for the second time now. So we have Fed doing as much as they can or whatever they can, but the government is not really responding as they should. And this is what is adding pressure on particular assets. Now, on the other side, I mean, here in Europe, it seems that Johnson is now forced to close the UK to halt the virus spread. Of course, Germany, on the other side, has finally pledged to also deliver. They're looking at like 3 or 4% of the GDP in financial aid. Now, on euro dollar, we talked about this becoming an ABC, right? Although it's increasingly looking as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we can still hold our breath and look at this potential upside over here as a correction of wave 4, and then we can expect wave 5 to take out wave C. Now, if this, of course, comes below the 105.23, most likely is going to turn as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which would suggest that the long-term W, X, and Y, which Y is here, right, scenario that we were talking about is going to be an ABC instead. I was thinking that this is potentially a W, right? This is an X, and this is going to be a Y, right? Now, this Y is probably going to be the end of wave 4, and then from here we can start looking for prices to start moving lower again. Now, where are we going to go up to is the question. We see that the 50 Fibonacci is around 1093, right? At the moment we are crossing above the 38.2, 1.086, and I wouldn't be surprised if we move up there, because this is also going to move closer to the 38.2 of the bigger move to the downside, right? So the 109.65, anywhere actually between 93 and 10 is a very good level for wave 4 to end. What we want to see though is see prices remain below the 110.50. Dollar yen, there we go. So dollar yen is looking a bit, there's a bit more uncertainty on dollar yen, to be honest, because the pattern looks a bit more complicated. So we talked about this ABC as well, which ended this expanded flat, if not mistaken. Then we were looking at this becoming an A, B, and a C, right? Now, this A wave, I mean, the current pattern seems to suggest that we are going to break above the previous high to complete wave A, right? And I see this as 1, 2, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be the 3. We haven't closed completed wave 3 yet in the minute degree. Then we're going to see a 4 and then a 5, and we take out wave A, then B, of course, and then C, and that C is going to take us, of course, to wave W, which is around 114, 115 in the immediate term, right? Now, that being said, I see this as A, B, C, D, and E, which is a triangle pattern. So I see that we ended wave 4 down here in the minute degree. So I'm expecting now to see a 5-wave impulse to the upside, simply to take above this previous high, which is 111.67, right, to complete wave 5. This can come in an impulsive manner, or it could even be an ending triangle. Then I'm expecting to see wave 4 and then another move again for wave 5 to take out A. Despite that, of course, could also be in 1. Pound, we talked about this triangle pattern, right? Last week. So we've had over here in the immediate degree, wave 1, wave 2 is running flats, okay, as you can see very clearly. And then intermediate wave 3 seems to have ended now. And in my opinion, this looks like it's going to be either an ABC to take out this level for wave 4, and then we have a wave 5 to take out A, then B, of course, and 1 second, and then C, right, to take out this trend line. Or we could even see that becoming a triangle pattern, right, which means that we will get a bit some elongated sideways market over here, and then we're going to get a fifth wave to the downside just to take out the previous low at 114.12, and potentially the 114 would make a very good round support as well. And once we do that and we complete A, we're going to see wave B, which could take us even up to 122 or so, right? Because we're pretty much taking the 23.6 Fibonacci out at 119, just above 119. So the next move to the upside could actually bring us to 122, right? And then look for another move to the downside, potentially in an ending triangle, considering, of course, that this is also, if I'm not mistaken, it's wave E, right? So yes, it's wave E. So once we see this trend line taken out, then this is where I'm going to be expecting really prices to shooting higher to at least the top of this trend line for the first move to the upside, of course.